She's very determined, she's strong-willed, she has an independence, but I didn't want her to become a caricature. It was very important that we found her humanity and her vulnerability, and also that you as the audience would be with her, that she doesn't become objectified, that she's not glorified or on any sort of pedestal, that there was an immediacy to her and that you were engaged with her struggle. She's very grounded, and she has a confidence that is obviously very important to Star Wars as well, the sense of the Force and the sense of goodness, and how do we find that in the costume? So we came up with a design with the shirt that was cut in a Japanese style, and then combining that with something more practical. What would she need, if she's going on missions and she's someone who is often in situations where she needs to protect herself physically. Often it's very important how you shoot an actor and the angles that you use and the way you present them. And it was always very much about, and I remember Gareth with the handheld camera, who's always wanting to be in Jyn's mind, in Jyn's world, and reflecting that through the way it was shot. So on the first day, it was incredibly nerve-wracking. We didn't have a lot of time to shoot. We had to shoot before the sun came up. So Alan, Diego, and we had quite a small scene to start off with, to break us in gently on the first day. But we must have run that scene about 30 times, traveling from base to the set, because we were so nervous. None of us wanted to mess up and forget our lines. And wanted to make it as good as possible. So rather than neurotically, we just kept running it on a loop over and over and over again as we're bouncing along in this Land Rover driving over Wadi Rum. That's when I think filmmaking is really special and acting is really special, when you get moments of where the actor loses self-consciousness and there's a little moment of surprise, or it's trying to find an authenticity, and Gareth constantly was pushing for that and wanted to create something that was very immersive. We're in a time now where obviously virtual reality is hugely important and is potentially going to be the next form of film, and so there is an appetite in audiences for something that's very, very feels very real and feels like you're actually in it. And it feels like with Rogue One, the style that Gareth made it is that it's incredibly immersive. Forrest he's just such a tremendous actor, and he brings such humanity to everything he does, and it was very, very special working with him. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved doing all the Jeddah sequences when we were running around, and when it was at K2 and Diego and I, it was always great fun. Alan would always be throwing in completely random lines that would always make us laugh, and then we'd have to try and be serious because we were running away from stormtroopers or something. We shared everything together. It's so nice to have someone to partner with, to go through it, and we both have similar approaches. We both like to be prepared and then play around on the day and have fun with it, and it was great fun. He's very. I remember seeing him in Y Tu Mamá También, and I've been a big fan since then. I think it's a great opportunity to explore different styles of Star Wars that we haven't seen before, and I think the audience are really ready for it. There's an appetite for a new adventure, and so we have been given such freedom to experiment and really play within the Star Wars universe.